that's a good finish to what's been a tough season, I guess.
Yeah, probably the best way to describe it. Great way to sign off at home for what's been a really tough year. But yeah, it's nice to obviously end on that note. We took some chances tonight, which was good, and just goes to show with this team, with the chances we generally create, what we can do when we actually take them.
Does that leave a little bit of a bittersweet taste in you, knowing that they can do it, but they obviously haven't done it too often this season?
No, I don't see it that way. If they could do it, they would have done it. And and I don't mean that disrespectfully. We've had plenty of opportunities for many players this year in front of goal. It's been quite well documented. It's our Achilles heel. We need to get that right. But I was pleased for the boys tonight that came in and took their chances. Alex won, and Luke against his old club. We just need to find someone that can do it more regularly. And again, our style of football, how we try and play, the chances we create in most games says we're not far off. We just need to add a little bit of quality to the squad.
My question was going to be sort of what are your goals for the off-season? It sounds pretty much like trying to find regular goal-scoring threats is going to be a key focus.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously that's the area we need to work on defensively. Quite solid. Jordan Holmes was excellent tonight. We've got enough quality in that spine of that midfield, so it's about adding into that front third where we can progress the team and try and pick up more points to play finals next year.
I guess just finally looking ahead to Friday night, I know it's obviously sort of after the league season, but it's still a pretty big game, isn't it? Because you guys are determined to do well in that competition.
Yeah, it's just poorly placed. It's been a long, arduous season, and they stick this game here. And I think the FFA Cup's wonderful. I think it's the best thing that's happened to this country for football. But it's now time to get serious around what the A-League teams do and when they come into the competition. We've given, and I've been on both sides, so I love the leg up for the NPL sides and the local teams. But I think the time now is to look at how we do this differently now, and throwing this game at the back end of a really tough season for everyone. Is in my view, it's wrong and needs to be looked at.
Too easy. Thanks, Ryan. I'll hand over.
Thanks, mate.
Ryan, your side's gone behind a few times this year. Were you pleased with the resilience to fight back tonight and get some goals and get the points?
Yeah, I was, but again, frustrated. I don't think they had a shot on goal. And again, for me, I was pleased that we, for the first time, found a way to come back, but I can't remember if Sydney even had a chance on goal up until they scored, and it's a familiar pattern. I'm thinking Central Coast. I'm thinking many games where we've got good control and we're comfortable defensively, and we find ways, or we switch it off to allow the opposition to punish us. And we were relatively comfortable. I wouldn't say we were great on the ball in the first half. We were working our way into the game in difficult conditions, but we were comfortable, and so we did something today that we haven't done. We had a quick response, and we found ourselves in front after going and goal down. So pleased with that for sure. But for this side to progress, we need to make sure we're concentrated for the full 90.
Looking ahead to Friday night's game, is the confidence gained in the second half in particular something you can really build on for that must-win match?
Yeah, look, we'll make changes. Obviously, it's a short turnaround, and obviously the side tonight was picked on the fact that we had to rotate and make changes. So we'll certainly look at the game against Western Sydney now with what we need to go and win the game, but we'll take the confidence from tonight for sure.
It's fine for me. It must be nice when you make a double change and within 60 seconds they can find to get a goal for you.
Yeah, always nice when you make an impactful change that for the better. We haven't had enough of those this year. We had a few the year before, but just pleased for those two. The biggest frustration with those two is we wanted to see them on the park more this year, and for whatever reason, through this COVID and injuries, we just haven't seen enough of Nico and Lukey. But they showed their quality tonight, and hopefully with a good pre-season, Raw fans can see more of them next year.
Well, we were pleased after we went up 3-1 and Sydney started threatening to come back, the defence and the scramble for the boys at the back on how they sort of handled themselves, not to let Sydney back in the game again.
Yeah, we gave it some chances, which is, but we deserved a bit of luck tonight. If you look at the stats from the last few games, we haven't won. It's been heavily in our favour with chances created, so I think we deserved a bit of luck tonight. And I say luck, Jordan Holmes was excellent tonight, so he pulled off some great saves, and he's developing into a very, very good young keeper for us.
I was going to mention Jordan Holmes. Do you feel that's probably his best game of the season as far as sort of control as well as shot stopping?
I think it was his most important from shot stopping. I think he's been good since he's come in. He's actually, it's hard to fault him for anything he's done in terms of goals conceded. He's been, a bit unlucky. He's been that calm head at the back, called upon to make some great saves. But tonight, I think in terms of the amount of saves he made, that was probably his best performance.
And finally, this Friday night, obviously Australia Cup playoffs. Does it feel like a grand final for the boys and yourself, or is it a case of, if you win, obviously that's great, but if not, it's not the end of the world?
Well, we want to take the FFA Cup seriously, but again, if we're serious about it, it's tacked on to the end of a really long season. Yes, we want to do well, but mentally and physically, our boys have gone through a lot. Again, another 3-day turnaround on the plane, and this is when we play the game. And, I know this was the same last year, and we weren't in that position because we finished fourth, but I didn't agree with it then, and I don't agree with it now. I think the time has come. We've got this tournament up and running. I think the time has come. We look at this now and where it's placed and how we schedule it.
Thanks, Warren.
Cheers, guys.